There were no mirrors in my aunt's house. None, not in the bathrooms, not in the bedrooms. Not even in the hallway, just blank walls and eerie silence. Until the day we tore one of those walls down and found a mirror inside it. But this mirror didn't reflect reality, it blinked. I moved into my late Aunt Lorraine's farmhouse in Oregon after she passed away. It was supposed to be temporary, just long enough to renovate it, sell it and split the money with my cousin Ethan. The house was old, 2 stories. Wood that creaked when it shouldn't. The kind of place where every shadow looks like something watching you. But what stood out the most was something missing. There were no mirrors. None, not in the bathrooms, bedrooms, or closets. Even the microwave had its reflective door covered with duct tape. At first, I thought maybe some were taken down after she died. But when I asked Ethan, he just shrugged. Aunt Lorraine hated mirrors. He said they open things that shouldn't be opened. I thought he was joking, he wasn't. She had them all removed, even sealed up parts of the house where mirrors used to be. Strange, sure, but not as strange as what we found on the 5th day of renovations. We were tearing down the drywall in the upstairs hallway when Ethan's hammer hit something solid, not wood, not metal, glass. He pulled back more of the plaster, and there it was. A tall, full-length mirror embedded inside the wall. It was pristine, untouched by dust or time. The silver edges shimmered, and the glass was cleaner than anything else in that rotting house. But here's the thing that made my skin crawl. Our reflections were slightly delayed. When I raised my hand, my reflection raised it a beat later. Not instantly, like it was thinking. I laughed it off. That's weird lag or something, I said. Ethan didn't laugh, he was pale. Cover it now. We threw a sheet over it and left it there, buried under the conversation and drywall dust. But that night I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing soft tapping sounds upstairs, like fingernails on glass. When I went to check, the sheet was on the floor. And the mirror. It was fogged over from the inside. I started noticing small changes in my reflection. Things that didn't match. One night, I was brushing my teeth in a metal pot since there were no mirrors. And I glanced toward the hallway where the hidden mirror was. And for a split second, I saw myself standing there. Just standing. I turned nothing, but I felt something watching. Ethan became withdrawn. He taped a wooden board over the drywall where the mirror was. Every night I'd hear hammering, scratching, even whispers. He didn't sleep in his room anymore. He started crashing on the couch with the lights on. Then things got worse. One morning, Ethan said something that chilled me. I saw Mom. Aunt Lorraine had been dead for 8 months. She was in the mirror last night. She smiled at me and said she missed me. I told him he was dreaming. He didn't respond. Just walked back upstairs with nails and a crowbar. That night I woke up to screaming. I ran to the hallway and found Ethan prying the wood off the mirror with his bare hands. Blood running down his fingers. She's stuck in there, he cried. She's trying to come out. I grabbed him, pulled him away, and dragged him downstairs. He was sobbing. Shaking, she blinked at me. He said she blinked before I did. That was the last straw. I called a contractor to come remove she asked. No, I said, it's the same file. We chalked it up to weird lighting. Maybe the frame's reflection. But as the day went on, more people commented. She looks tense, one neighbor said. Her eyes look strange, said another. Like she's staring at something behind you. Fluid, it sparked and hissed like a snake. But even with open flames, her face stayed. Only now she was smiling again. But it wasn't warm. It was wide, unnatural, lips stretched too far. Like they were being pulled by hooks. Her eyes were still glowing faintly in the firelight. Rachel screamed. I grabbed a shovel and smashed the glass. The frame split, the image flickered like it was alive, resisting. And then it let out a sound, a low, echoing gasp from the shards. Like something escaping. We buried the remains deep in the woods behind the house and never told anyone what happened. 2 weeks later, I got a call from a I stood up half laughing until 3 knocks at the window on the second floor. I don't know how I found the strength to turn and look, but I did, and there, just barely visible in the shadows, was a shape pressed against the glass. Not human, not exactly. It had the outline of a person, but wrong.